To game number 2. We did not get to cast game number 1, sadly, but it is Supernova versus Patience. Nasvilance asking in chat if I got his message. You generous son of a gun. I certainly did. All those Steam games we will definitely raffle off over time. But yeah, I'm Rifkin casting tonight with NamsrUUG, or this morning I should say. Oh my god. Spawning in the top left corner of the map on Nimbus. It'll be the pink Protoss player Patience.
And in the top right of Nimbus, we got our red Terran player playing for Roots Gaming. It is Supernova.
Okay, so that was cool to see Patience in the series. I know Supernova's PvT is actually, or TVP is really good right now. I don't really know where Patience sits on this because, of course, he lives in, has spent the last year really in Europe, and has definitely seen a lot of PvPs and PvZs. I don't know if he's come across Supernova's brand of TVP though, because this guy's willing to do mech. He's willing to do weird things. He's willing to do tank shenanigans. I mean, that's the problem when you play against a player like Supernova. It's not that he's good; it's that he's good at many different things.
Right, yeah, it's always a scary player to be up against. And well, speaking of, you know, wacky plays, gas first.
Yeah, probably going to see those Hellions, being that it is Supernova. Something I imagine probably went well. I mean, we've seen both Widowmine drops, Hellion drops, early Banshees. I mean, I think a good 7 times out of 10, though, it's usually the Hellions. At least with Supernova.
Really,
for other Terran players, it's different, of course, but...
Yeah,
with Supernova.
Okay. Well, really fortunate scout for Patience nonetheless. First scout, very nice for him. He's going to be able to click on that refinery, see that 100 gas has been mined already, and he'll know that it's going to be a very quick factory. Probably not a Reaper at all. Will be made, I'd imagine. Just going to get that factory ASAP. He's got a lot of gas though. I mean, I guess he's just going to go reactor factory right away. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's very quick. He doesn't even have a marine, right? It's like right away reactor.
But here's the thing: you don't really need, because Hellions early on. There's nothing that actually is. There's nothing a Protoss player can send in your base that shuts down Hellions. Like Mothership Core maybe is the only exception, but even then, right? So Stalkers, they don't deal a ton of damage. Hellions actually, once you're about 6 of them, actually beat out Stalkers pretty nicely for the early game. But ideally, of course, you want to be able to medevac those over, maybe drop them in your opponent's natural, because this is a map where one force field can stop all aggression.
Interesting opener out of Patience, going for the double gases with 2 worker on each gas before expanding. The most normal thing you see out of Protoss players is going for that one gas, 1 gate expand. But yeah, going for those double gases, he's gonna have a bit more gas than usual. As you see, he's already started the Mothership Core, but he's still got like 160 gas. So yeah, there we see Stargate goes down. So that was his plan all along, mining a bit more gas than usual to get that Stargate down very quickly after the Mothership Core.
Yo, I actually like this move. Oracles are actually surprisingly good against Hellions. They'll also provide detection if necessary against the Widowmines. I really don't know what happened in game 1, but this is a really nice catch-all opener here out of Patience.
Yeah, I mean, and probably he's gonna try and, I guess, defend the Hellions with Stalkers and Mothership Core, and then try and do counter damage with the Oracle, probably. But you could just use it for defense as well. You never know. But,
yeah, I mean,
Stalkers are pretty late. He's not gonna have that many Stalkers, but he will have Potent Overcharge at least.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing too. Like, it's not like you're forced to do one thing or the other. I mean, for Patience that is. Whereas Supernova's kind of forced to do something with these Hellions. Now, interestingly enough, he's actually chosen to use the reactor for the Marines, going heavy on these. So, a bit of an older school version of this. For those who don't know how this goes, you usually have about 7 Marines, 3 Hellions. You run across the map, you drop the Marines in the natural, and you run the Hellions up the ramp to the main. Something that could be very problematic. But what we have seen Patience do, and I like this a lot, is build some Sim City specifically around his mineral line, so that the building placement will play very much against the Hellions as they come forward here.
Yeah, good to see. And he's gonna make his second Oracle. That's interesting. So he could use the second Oracle to
he was definitely expecting Hellions, I think. Problem for Supernova though is if he doesn't get a Widowmine to the mineral lines, he's gonna take some heat here pretty badly actually from this Oracle.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have any Widowmines, right? So I don't know what's the Oracle doing. Get into the main base. He's so much missed opportunity in terms of damage there already, but still gonna be able to do a lot of.
You know what though? He might actually have to come home with this. Scary fact is, Supernova could actually kill a Nexus with this. Meanwhile, Hellions do slip past. Yeah. They're just gonna assist. He's gonna get a Nexus for this. Are you serious? He actually pulls all the SVs across the map. Okay, never mind. Goes back home.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Well, he's gonna sack the Nexus. It looks like I think it's a reaction
Wow.
to seeing that
Wow.
Supernova did not have a CC started.
But look at this, he walls us off. So the Hellions aren't going to get the automatic
Yeah.
free damage, but they will be able to soak the hits for the Marines from those Stalkers. So backs away for the Photon Overcharge. A whole Nexus down at this point. He's going to bleed out
my
more
God.
SCVs, but I feel like
that
he's
was
done...
armory. I thought that was an eBay. It's an armory. What?
Yeah, so he's got Hellbats, which are going to soak hits from these Stalkers even better. The problem is they're actually not fast enough, so I kind of wish he had kept the Hellions, honestly. Maybe pick up and drop.
I mean, it's like you said, this is Supernova. He does what
He does
feels
weird
like.
stuff.
I don't know. It's strange. Yeah, the helmet's not really super effective.
He's so far down in workers, though, and this is the real problem here. Like, he doesn't have a second CC. There's no Woodamize up. There's no Viking at home. It went across the map. He's all in with this in the stupidest way possible.
Yeah, the Oracles have been doing so much work. He's got 2 Oracles. All the SVs are going to go down.
Like,
He's
he
got
could've-
3 gateways. He's going to be fine, patience, that is.
He would have like actually pulled the SCVs into this, like pulled the boys, so to speak. But oh, went to pick up the Hellbats to drop on the other side, snipes off the medevac, and that's pretty much game right there. GG. Oh man, those cool moves out of